Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Overwatch Bot League. We are now in Season 2 after a sort of long break. We are back with a completely new format, a bunch of new improvements. I am Sir DJ Cat, joined here by my fellow caster Vegas. And
Welcome back.
today we're gonna be starting the new season. Just a quick overview for those of you who don't know. The Overwatch Bot League is a bots only tournament that features the built-in AI bots in Overwatch. These are not like set up on computers with any sort of sophisticated AI, they're just the ones that are built into the game. Um, and yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket real quick. We are featuring teams from different regions this time. So we got Blue is making a return, and so is Team Iris. They were both in season 1. Blue is the world champion right now, but that title is going to be up for grabs this season. We also have Sticky Bomb, Black Metal, Afterlife, Junkatech, and Automatons. Those are all the North American teams, and for the EMEA teams, that's Europe, Middle East, and Africa. That's Broken Planet, Llamas Pajamas, Freaks, Sky Code. Um, and then for our agent, or sorry, and also Synth Lotus and Duckling Crossing. Can't forget those. And then for Asia, we have Team Iris, War God, Inner Fire, and Salty Ramen. So those are our teams for this season. Tonight, we're going to be doing two matches, Blue versus Sticky Bomb, and then Black Metal versus Afterlife. First up, we got Blue versus Sticky Bomb. So this is a very tough match for Sticky Bomb, I imagine. Blue being the world champions, and Sticky Bomb having never been on the world stage before. Take a look at the rosters real quick. As you can see, we are now doing 6v6. That's one of the major changes we're making this season. So Blue has the whole lineup of Dom Pablo, D10, D12, Healbot, and Wi-Fi, with the addition of Sancho, who is their new tank. The format for 6v6 is 2-2-2. We are not doing goats or anything yet. The first round we're going to experiment a bit and maybe make some changes, just to see what works. And then for Sticky Bomb, take a look. We got River, Fade, Vulture, Hollow Moth, Chronora, and Valkyrie. So some relatively unknown players there. But we're going to be hopping right into the first match. This was, of course, Blue's pick of Eichenwald. So, pretty
Yeah.
obvious choice, I
What else
think.
would you expect?
Yeah.
It would be funny if we learned that Blue's one weakness is going against a team that's team color is red on first match.
Yeah.
Only
Uh,
thing that can beat them.
yeah. This is, yeah, the first part of this tournament, the first round is single elimination, so if they lose, then they are out. Everything except the grand finals is first to three. And looks like, let's take a look at the comps here. Blue running their classic Rhyme Bash and May comp. The addition of a Zarya, which is makes sense.
Very handy for dive.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on Sticky Bomb's side, we got Rhine Sigma, Soldier Ash, Bat Moira. So they're going for more of a poke comp, it looks like, with Reinhardt to take and hold space from the looks of it.
We'll see if Sigma works out better this season.
Yeah, Sigma
Had
was
a
sort of
rough
a
run of it.
yeah, they were sort of a throw pick last season, but we'll see what happens.
Ironically, so well countered with Reinhardt, making Sigma even worse.
Yeah,
Now both having and against one.
yeah, Zarya, yeah, Zarya Ryan is definitely like a hard counter to Sigma, but we'll see how they play it. Got River leading the charge here, going around the side room, maybe looking to get some poking with the fire strikes, and immediately pinned by
Immediately
Dawn.
gone. Solid pin, as always. We saw one bubble go out already. Gotta
Nice.
watch those cooldowns if you're not gonna instantly kill them regardless.
Yeah,
Classic Pablo.
this the first pin of the season is a perfect one. Um, Very nice play there.
And in a Reinhardt v Reinhardt,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
as
don't.
good as it gets.
Yeah, I do not think River was expecting that. Looks like they're gonna go around on the right side this time. Left side was a bit too open, I think. Got pinned early. And here we go. It's Dawn once again immediately pinning River. Gets the bubble
With the
from
bubble,
Sancho.
double bubble as well. Everyone getting shredded up now. D10 able to put in work. It's not gonna last very long there.
Yeah.
D10 with a bubble is gonna be so nasty.
This might be the new meta already.
But
it-
as we've seen, it doesn't matter. It's blue. It's not
Yeah.
as meta when it isn't.
True. Yeah, they've definitely they play their comp a special way. I'm sure we'll see the Shatter Artie come out soon. As Dawn does have Shatter online way before anyone else is even close to getting an ult.
Which is just a Reinhardt way. You can get a charge in like what, 15 seconds from contact if it plays out right. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And River already almost dead here because of Dawn's charge.
Turned around with his shield, low, forced into a corner.
And pins
Just-
Fade.
Yeah, left with space. He'll just have to fall back again there.
Yeah, looks like River's not going to push it. I mean, Dawn's pins are even more impressive this season, it feels like. Blue showing
He
why they're
hasn't
the world
missed.
champions. Yeah, they are definitely showing their dominance here. Poor Sticky Bomb going up against them in the very first match is not ideal. River just sort of patrolling this area behind the bridge. It looks like he's going up a bit early even. Oh, the sleep does miss. He goes in.
Oh, D10 hit with the bubble, as you'd expect, shredding through Reinhardt without a shield there.
I mean, the comp...
Classic light pole block on the charge.
It's just... The, Oh, Dawn does miss that charge.
Okay,
Doesn't
that
get
one wasn't
Fade.
good funky.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like Fade's trying to press the advantage here, but the Zarya beam goes
Unless he
straight
gets,
through him.
Oh, I just call it overheal though. Let's see if he can hold on to it. Nope.
Yeah. And it looks like Sticky Bomb might fall back. Are they gonna push this? No. Looks like they're gonna retreat for one more team fight up against almost a full board of ults for blue. This is it's not looking good. Okay,
Grab a Shardy, just throw everything at him.
Yeah.
Quick obliteration.
Immediately
River out already.
River dead.
I mean, if there's time, pop Graviton. We know they are super hesitant on using Graviton, just
Yeah.
from our previous experience.
Fade trying to hold some space here, but it's a 1v6. And he gets pinned
Yeah.
by Dawn.
Naturally.
And that's going to be the first round, I think, unless River pulls off some crazy charge here.
Which he'll get, like, hit with every ult on the board if he does.
Yeah, and he just barely comes up short. And that's round one. Blue showing why they're the world champions, held without using a single ult. Very impressive. What we would expect. Yeah, looking great so
About
far.
the ult economy. It's just about sending a message.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, blue, I think the Zarya works so well. I mean, you can protect D10 while he's in turret form, so he can just, you know, use everything he has without being contested. Works great for Dawn's charges. Like, the Zarya is such a smart pick.
It's effectively able to be a third support if it isn't directly in the front lines with
Yeah.
Ryan.
Push your limits.
So we'll see what's going on with Sticky Bomb. We'll see if they can, the no comp changes. They're sticking with Sigma.
Wanted man on the run.
I don't know. The Sigma just isn't really working, especially against the comp that Blue has with the Zarya Bastion. You're just gonna get shredded before you can do anything. Even if you somehow manage to grasp the Bastion, the Zarya is still gonna get you. And of course, Dawn's pins have just been on point today.
Yeah, can't exactly kinetic grasp that.
5, 4, 3.
So we'll see what their plan is here.
Attackers incoming.
I think the best bet is Ashe just hitting solid shots on Wi-Fi, because
Mhm.
as far back as they can.
Yeah,
Getting
you-
healing out is going to be huge.
Yeah, you got the Suzu and the Bionator, such great tools for keeping them alive. So if you can take those out early, then that will be a huge advantage. But that's going to be very hard with how oppressive the DPS are on blue. Oh, River and Dawn charge into each other. Great save there by River.
Oh, Wi-Fi super close on the point. Going down, Healbot also goes down there. Don't even need to poke him out if they're brawling it. Vulture is low though here. Sitting in his biofield. Goes down. Alright.
Chronora ends up
bad.
clutching it up, getting a double kill on D12 and Dawn. Very messy fight though, and Blue is going to have spawn advantage here. I think that both teams will get there at the same time though. Yeah. But yeah, Blue made that much closer than the fights with Sticky Bomb were on their defense.
I mean, they killed them in general.
Yeah.
That's a bit more impressive.
Dawn doing his spinnies before he prepares to charge. Oh, nice sleep there. That's huge.
We do see an anti on Chronora. We saw previously he survived the previous fight just using his bionet, biofield, I think.
Yeah. It looks
Oh,
like
no. Bye, River.
River charges off the map.
To take out Sancho.
Yeah. I mean, say it's worth it. D12 not going for a huge stall here, just gonna back off. Maybe?
I mean,
they can't really do too much
really
besides...
fall out, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and gets taken out by Chronora. Chronora looking like the MVP for Sticky Bomb so far. They're putting a lot of DPS in. And Blue looks... They're struggling a bit more. That last fight was not as... what's the word? Close as the first one was. But Dawn's got a shatter, so that could very easily change.
Like, watch it. Run up right here.
Is he gonna
Oh,
shatter?
up against damage window, though. D10 goes down there. Probably trying to hold out.
Oh, big shatter gets blocked by Dawn. That's huge. But it looks like the team fight's already lost, unfortunately. D12 did get a kill on Hollow Moth, but gonna have to retreat regardless, it looks like. Just ice block. Healbot gets pinned.
Does not know of such thing. Goes
Nice
right back in
little
there.
block there. But yeah, D12 might just have to back off here.
Still trying to hold the line alone.
60 seconds.
60 seconds left for Blue to cap. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a draw. Which will be interesting, especially for how strong Blue were initially. It's gonna have to be a big shatter here. Dawn walking up to point now. You can hear the call out. Kitsune Rush ready. They got a lot of ults.
He already pops up right there. We've got to see something come out.
There's the shatter,
There's
but it's
shatter.
blocked by River.
It doesn't matter. It managed to get in some damage there. Distract long enough for D10 to get some pick. Oh, Vulture is caught way out there.
And there we go. Blue, only having to use 2 ults, ends up capping the point for their
Two
first...
ults the entire game.
Yeah. That is their first map win. First map win of the season, actually. Yeah, Blue showing that they are truly the champions still. So yeah, very nice work from them. I think just the comp is perfect. I don't know how that comp could be any better, really. Yeah,
It is a shame to see Sticky Bomb go so soon, because compared to a lot of other teams, they did put up a decently matched fight, all things considered.
yeah.
If they were up against a more mediocre team, I think they'd have gone further. But Blue, right off the bat,
Yeah.
is a brutal start.
The final boss on the first level, essentially. So yeah, I guess we'll be our other analysts are not here yet, so we're just going to go into a quick break, and we will be right back.
Oh,
See if this
that
pick
could
does
be big.
anything.
Pablo might be dead here if he came back off.
Oh, Wi-Fi caught out. Dawn Pablo immediately going down after. EAC is looking great today. Shield 1 from D12, but that shield's a lot harder to time. And a big anti there. And they're all just immediately
Already half.
low health. This is going to be easy cleanup here.
kills, 3 kills, 4 kills. Smurf takes out E10 in the process.
Yeah, Torb was an interesting pick. We saw how strong turrets can be in these kinds of competitions. Able to shield while he gets healed up.
Step back a bit. But Dambot pulls off the bio. Disastrous first push.
Oh, and this is the javelin.
But Smurf missed Gracie as well.
Yeah, I got that
Fair
Discord
fight there.
orb. Not looking good.
Ooh! There's no
D10
way.
with the
Blue
Reaper.
pulled off that first fight flawlessly. D10 sitting back as you do, picking him off. Pop, 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 gone. EAC and I believe that is Diamond 1 sit alone. But tank down. He's sticking back a bit more. He's got the range. He doesn't need to be on point, but he does it just to be an absolute meat shield.
And Pixel Preg gonna punish that. Oh!
Ooh!
Guys in the back line targeting Diamond 1. He's getting shot from behind. Oh, but he gets Diamond 1.
Nasty quick punches there. Ooh, Diamond 1 out. Dambot out, no support.
Look at Dawn. Oh, almost wins the fight. EAC is the only one left standing. That was much closer than I thought it was gonna be.
As soon as possible.
Yeah. There's the Dragon Blade.
Well,
Oh, what a nice charge from Smurf there.
Smurf went for it.
And that was so risky too, because he had fallen. The fight could have gone very different with just pure mechanical skill here from Hobo. And dang, nice rock on the Corgi.
See if it can follow up with a kill though. That's where it matters.
Robotic focus
Big
down by
push
Kilo.
half. Friday almost full. Goes for the rock. Friday half. And they're pushed away from the objective now. Top 501 already half health.
And there goes Avalanche.
Goes for a charge. Avalanche down. Dragoon down to Nada.
There goes Bloom.
Bloom and Jiangxi down. Could definitely turn things around here. There's
Gets the Javelin.
the other one.
Are they gonna use the
Damage
Terra
boost.
Surge?
Damage boost, there we go! Dragoon pops this as well. There's Terra Surge. 2 down with Terra Surge. Bloom takes out top 501. Dragoon takes Strange Barrel. Sunset melees Necro.
Necro's very far out of position though. There's the Shatter.
Shatter!
Big Shatter. And there's the High Noon.
Steve Bloom.
Gets a triple
Hey.
kill.
Nice! And Necro gets a boop on Sunset.
Nice shot by Sparkplug. That Deadeye. Huge there.
Just by pressing Q. And there's Terra Surge, finally! We've waited the whole game for this, and it takes 1. But Jiangxi capitalizes with Death Blossom to take another. Sunset finishes off Nada and Necro. Jiangxi takes Sparkplug, and it looks like they take here.
The
You
Terra
just
Surge.
got caught up so much in trying to get the enemy off the point. You removed yourself from the point like that! Damage window out.
And the
damage.
Kitsune.
What a combo!
Using
The
Zhong
DPS plays out. Yeah, anti on Janky, Warped, and Harbinger. Janky is forced to back off. Low health.
Big Terra
There's
Surge there from
Rally,
Nocturnal.
There's Terra Surge.
Double
Bam.
kill.
Warped, synchronize out. But now they have to at least hold it for a second while the bot is stationary. Janky is holding out. Nocturnal is low. There's a big invuln field for a moment. Transcendence is out. Artie drops. How do you win this? There goes everyone. Disconnect. Loses that team fight.
Change up. Going with Alpha Bastion. Trying to mirror Warp.
Junkrat.
I think the Junkrat has worked out pretty well. We saw Chaotic get some nice picks. But doesn't mean much when you have Nocturnal jumping into the hole. Oh, he's whip shot in.
Plugged by Synchronize.
And there's the Death
There we
Blossom.
go.
Big Death Blossom
Well,
from
like
Detail.
Awesome.
Oh. Pablo, back to ride! He
There it
for a
goes. Gets
charge.
both. He's all by himself. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Overwatch Bot League, Season 2, Day 1. We just finished our first round. of Blue versus Sticky Bomb. Blue is going 1-0, as they should. And yeah, we're hopping right into our next map on Route 66. Any thoughts on the previous match, Vegas?
I mean, you gotta know, I'm happy to see Reinhardt's in play.
Yeah.
Especially with extra support from a second tank, it gets really intense watching him duel it out. Just a
Yeah.
solid back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, the second tank adds such another layer of strategy.
Until an Orisa comes.
Until
Come
we
on.
get Orisa. Looks like Sticky Bomb
Bro,
Fade.
not Sunset.
He's going on Orisa. Interesting.
See Blue on defense, Sticky Bomb on attack here.
Yep. Sticky Bomb. We're on Escort at least, so a bit more room to experiment with comps. And just not as hard to get, or easy to get full held on first point. Especially Route 66. If you win one team fight, you're already around the first corner. So, we'll see how Sticky Bomb plays this.
Yeah. And you'll have very two extra tanky tanks here. So, oh, they're fighting around
Oh.
the busting huge anti
That's
there.
a big anti.
Everyone. Oh man. If you can get out Vulture there, and then instantly goes for the pin here.
Fade does end up getting
did not have
D10.
chance to get into position to support the team there.
Yeah, the Blue just played that so aggressively, but Wi-Fi is very much out of position here. The bubble saves him. What a... and a huge sleep.
Oh! Oh! Ronora launched there. Shot out of the air by D12. Sticky Bomb taking the long way around here, trying to just get close to the point without dying. Here
Yeah,
we
you
see a
can
pin. Hit Sancho. Sancho live. Oh! Goes down. Oh, Wi-Fi goes down as well to Fade.
Yeah,
Fade
he's
it,
well
fade it
just
up right
sitting
now.
there. Doesn't even need to use abilities to stall, but does get the... River gets a pin before he can put the wall up. Still,
But D10 already pulling up with Healbot.
immediately gets a
No
pick on the
kills though yet.
Vulture
No
and Hollow
kills.
Mop.
There we go. Going down now.
Unfortunately, it is not enough, but might be a good enough stagger as Blue. Blue is going to regroup, though. They're not going to try and press that advantage with only 5, which makes sense. Especially
The
on...
old charge was worth it enough right now.
yeah. Yeah, it looks like they're... Sticky Bomb pushing around, getting very close to hitting checkpoint. Blue going to get one more team fight. They have to win this if they want a full hold on first.
Right.
Here's Dawn coming out
Expecting to
first.
see a sleep right off the bat.
Big
There's
pin.
a nice. If we could get
Oh,
a,
and here's a nano.
an anti here in a few seconds. There's anti though. Who needs any healing? You know, just keep killing them.
Exactly.
Boom. Actually, haven't checked. Does Sancho already have full charge, or was that Nano? Yeah, already charged up there. Very solid bubbles.
Yeah, Sancho, definitely a valuable member of Blue, despite being their newest addition to the roster. Sticky Bomb coming up with 2 ults, both tank ults. Meanwhile, Blue has both DPS and 1 tank ult. So
Yeah, it's
only
gonna
these...
be up who counters whose shatter here.
Yeah, both shatters got blocked by shields last time. I think
Oh.
River did get like 1.
Solid bubble there again. River already low. There goes Valkyrie. Wrong place, wrong time.
And
Fade gonna
is-
go down here, completely surrounded. River might go down as well. He does not back off.
Yeah, wasn't able to get away fast enough, and only 60 seconds left for Sticky Bomb to try and push this.
Yeah.
Not looking
Hollow
good.
left, smart enough to back off. D12 has been so cocky. Even when alone, just keep pushing.
Yeah. Let's see what the play is from Sticky Bomb. They gotta do something with their ults here. They are not winning the neutral fights. What a
is that
sleep!
window?
Here's a big pin, but it's not enough.
Everyone
Counter
goes
pin.
down still. Clean wipe.
Fade gonna go for an ult here. It looks like they might be trying to get into position for one, but that's a lot of damage with no support.
Oh, are we gonna get a
Olimov
point
goes
blank
down.
shatter here?
And Fade goes down. And that looks like that might be it for Sticky Bomb.
Yeah.
Got about 60% of the way through there. Nice sleep. And that's round 1.
Yeah, the
Popping
optimal
the-
time to start popping ults.
Yeah, it was a little late there, a little late. But, yeah, going great so far for Blue. Once again, they just are simply better. I don't...
And as always, I feel we have to state we did not tamper with them.
Yeah.
They're just like this for some reason.
Yeah, this is... I mean, hey, we can show the difficulty settings. This is... They're both even, both exactly the same. Just different heroes. So... Blue's just... has the aura.
Built different.
Yes. Dawn especially is just hard countering, what's his face? River on, Sticky Bomb. Like, he is not nearly at the level, as Dawn.
Which, of course, I mean, it's just not a fair comparison.
Yeah, I mean, completely new team versus world champions. Slight difference. But maybe, you know, Orisa might work better here on defense, especially the poke comp with Soldier Ashe. Maybe they can, if they can play distance better. But that's going to be very tricky because they're bots and they don't know how to play distance.
I wouldn't doubt River knows his team does not have high chances in this matchup, and he's just going for the respect from the Dawn.
Yeah. Olamoth does take a lot of poke damage there at the beginning.
Wi-Fi caught out there, but it carries away all of Sticky Bomb from the point. Everyone's grouped up here. Paul Blue just whacking away on Fade.
Yeah,
Valkyrie
Fade.
could go down as well. Valkyrie is super low. Healbot on the rear. Valkyrie is 1 there. Get some healing in. But as a classic charge into reinforce. Fade still has armor super low, sitting back. Pablo is gonna get it. My greetings indeed.
And it looks like Blue might just take this. They're gonna have to Sticky Bomb's gonna have to regroup quite quickly here. D12 pushing up a bit so you can get any early
Yeah,
kills.
wouldn't doubt just going for a wall or something just to get a little extra push. Watching a flank there. Wait, River going high ground here.
Huge,
This
yeah,
could
if he
be
can get
the
a big
greatest
Kim.
charge we've ever seen.
He's got a touch. Meters away, he gets D12 though. But Dawn is right there to follow up.
Ooh. And D10, of course, shredding from the back. Everyone's low in his mere presence. Fade is 1. Hit him with a charge, hit him with a pin.
And there we go with 2 minutes left. Blue is able to take the second match. That is huge.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Very nice from them. Yeah, just once again, perfect plays, perfect comp. Can't see anything that they could do better, really.
I mean, I think it's just due to the time off, but D12 has been a little bit greedy.
True, yeah, I haven't seen as many stall plays from him as we're used to seeing.
Yeah. I think he's gotten used to playing a bit more casually and just going straight for high kill counts.
Yeah,
He needs
definitely.
to stay near with the objective with his team.
Yeah. So yeah, now we're gonna go over to our analysts. What did you guys think about the match?
You know, I think they did pretty good. Blue winning after last season is starting to make me feel really good about Blue again.
Yeah, Blue, I mean, they showed how well they played last season. You think 6v6 would make it a bit harder on them, but they've just been
True.
flawless this whole time.
How are you feeling about 6v6, Austin?
You know, that was a really good match, to be honest. Just watching everything, it looked like they were calm and collected in most of the time. But then sometimes mayhem would just break loose, but it seemed like they just kept their cool throughout the whole time. I mean, their sleep darts were just insane, to say the least. Just
Yeah, some
everything
pretty
going on.
wild nanos and sleep darts from their Ana. Blue really did keep their cool though, yeah. I feel like after last season, they've got it down pat how their team is supposed to work out. Even with the new recruit in for 6v6, I feel like they just have it down now.
I mean, I
I
have
went
no
down.
insight.
Pablo
Yeah.
was already scouting out Sancho, just waiting for 6v6 to drop. Because the synergy is on point.
Yeah,
I mean, we're talking about last season, and I have like zero experience. But if I could have witnessed, you know, what happened last year, or last season, it would be probably a lot more surprising to me. But I mean, both teams played really well, and I have no expectations for anybody further, really.
true. Yeah. I feel like it's been pretty even. Obviously, Blue's going to sweep through. They've had experience here. But then again, so is the other team. So
Now we got to start rooting for the underdog. You never know.
that's true. They could have a comeback, but that's been pretty rare in the bot league. So I guess we'll have to see what they
Well, yeah, I guess we're
pull
gonna have to
through
wait and
with.
see.
Indeed.
I'm just excited to see, you know, what happens next game.
Me too. I hope
I
that
don't
they do just finish it up. But
just clean, nice, clean sweep.
nice clean 3-0. Nice, yeah, nice sweep there.
Good way to start off the season,
It
An
would be
amazing way.
that would be an amazing start. That's for sure.
especially considering we had started our casting a bit later than usual. Don't
True.
want the second game to run out too long.
That's true,
Nah, of
yeah.
course, yeah. We definitely want to keep them kind of consistently around the same pace, but you know, that's also up to the players there, really. They got to make that decision for themselves.
Yep. Bots have a mind of their own, so I guess we'll see how it works.
We have witnessed some minds of their own over these
Oh,
games.
yeah.
That is for sure.
Alrighty,
Some
well,
questionable plays and some very calculated plays. You never know what you're going to get in the bot league.
Exactly.
alrighty, well,
Opening with good old Helios here.
yeah, thank you, Analyst, for that. We are now going to be moving into match point. We're blue here against Sticky Bomb in the first match of the season. Yeah, this is, I mean, any ideas on what they're going to try and do, Sticky Bomb that is, to try and bring this back to Vegas?
Well, I've gotta say, there is quite a history on Ilios,
Yeah.
and especially with blue and cheaters in the past.
Yeah.
And we do see Ramattra come out in play.
Yeah, Ram, I guess they're trying to counter the Zarya Rhine.
Yeah.
Also got a Lucio. Maybe they're hoping to play a bit aggro with the Ram, if it makes sense.
Yeah. Speed boost on speed boost. Hitting Lucio spinnies. That's a new one. Yeah, they definitely have the ability to reach point first and get dug in.
Yeah.
Here we see contact.
Yeah, Dawn stopped by the Vortex. Not going to be able to get an early pin this time.
Yeah, this is gonna be a brutal brawl though. We're already seeing 2 supports down, 1 on each team. River is super low here though. D10 needs like 1 nade on him. And we see Fade follow up.
Oh,
This
what a
is
nice
not
javelin
looking
spin.
like a D12
Oh!
from the back.
D12.
Excellent work, D12.
The only one left standing.
Hold up.
That is
Hollow
huge, dude.
Holomoth. Oh, Holomoth pulls up last second just for the
Holomoth.
troll.
Oh, they blink off points, so that is gonna. And D12 stalling.
Oh, Wi-Fi pulls up. Support me, support here.
Dawn
here we see
almost goes
Ram
off the
getting
edge,
back
but
on
gets
point.
Vulture. What a play.
Paul Blue pulls up from nowhere. He might go down here due to River being on Ram. That's
Yeah.
gonna be a lot rougher to work with.
Sancho trying to fill the void of 2 tanks right now, but it's just too much. D10 going down, heal butt following close behind. Wi-Fi trying to stall just a bit longer. That does get them to 30%. That was
And-
insane.
Squeezing out to 33%.
Yeah,
Solid third there.
very
One-
nice
one
play.
team fight.
Nice retake by Sticky Bomb there. And yeah, Lucio, big advantage on control, getting the point first and just being able to have get all set up there, especially when you're running an Ana. That's gonna be big. So Blue coming back now. This is gonna be tricky because Sticky Bomb with the Ram and especially Orisa being able to stop Dawn's charges, they're gonna be entrenched on this point. But
I'm
big
calling
Shadow
it
took them
now.
out.
Yeah, we're gonna see
Ooh.
something. Oh, I think they saw it coming first though.
Yeah, what a
Oh, dropping everything.
all the ults are coming out from Sticky Bomb. They want to confirm this fight. D10 does end up getting Chronora though. That's dang. Nice clutch there by Sticky Bomb. Especially because the beat basically saved both tanks.
Yeah. They spent 3 ults. They've got Kitsune Rush in the bank. Nothing else except a Death Blossom coming up, which could be nasty.
Yeah, it's such a tight point. Not really a lot of places to take cover without leaving.
But
Ramford
it's
could
up
pick-
against a nearly full ult bank here.
True.
Seeing charge slowly build for
Oh,
Blue.
there's the shatter. Hits the
There's
wall.
Kitsune Rush. Kitsune Rush v Kitsune Rush. It's getting fast paced here.
Oh, here comes the blizzard from
There's
D12.
a blizzard though. Not the best, but it keeps them off of their side of the point. Fade goes down.
It's
This is a big DPS fight. We could. Oh,
Hollow Moth gets the
Hollow
final
Moth
kill
goes
on
for the
D12, not
bomb.
able to stall. Very nice, and it looks like that might be point for Sticky Bomb unless Dawn can get there in time. But I don't think so. No, it doesn't look like Dawn. So Sticky Bomb does end up taking the first round.
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, he could have definitely charged, but... And ended up getting
It's
faded there.
Payday.
Yeah.
Like I said, they've struggled on Ilios.
Yeah, just not a good map, especially someone pointed out Ram's a really good pick against Boys Comp. It definitely is. It's just canceling out half of Sancho and Dawn's kits. So Neorissa cancels out the other half of Dawn's kit at least, so he's relying completely on fire strikes at this point.
It do be like that sometimes.
Yep. But Blue, no swaps. They're sticking with it. Like they can make it work.
You gotta believe.
This is gonna be not really in anyone's favor. I think this could go either way. Maybe something like Well, I think Sticky Bomb would definitely have more of an advantage on the Lucio.
Yeah.
This one is just completely even though, I think. Just mix of open spaces and cover. Completely open point though. So maybe Dawn's gonna take more
Pablo's
poke.
so
Suzu
much
saves
damage.
him briefly. Nice TP there.
Not able to get a single pick here. It is
Yeah.
rough. Sancho stuck alone. Gotta at least get out Lucio there. Still, Valkyrie lives. Yeah, that is not looking good at all.
Sticky Bomb already taking first point. Very nice. And again, Blue not changing the comp. They're gonna try and force this. I mean, if they can, I think the main issue is the Ram. I think River on Ram is
Always. Yeah.
gonna just completely stop them. Bubbles, Shield aren't gonna protect them at all. So they gotta get River out first. Maybe a good pin. Follow up from D10. Sleep misses.
Where'd the Dawn going? Where'd the Dawn go?
Dawn's going for a very wide flank. D10 does get out Valkyrie early.
Oh, we could see that work though.
It
Excellent.
does.
Big flank heart plays, able to catch him off guard while D10 and D12 just clean house.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Dawn didn't get the memo. He went the other way. He did. I mean, it worked out. It was a very, 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 very wide flank, but in the end, I think D10 just whittled them down. Just so much damage being put out there.
You'd be surprised how often flank heart can work,
Yeah,
especially if you're going up against such a difficult comp.
yeah.
Like, if you
nice save
can
there.
catch Orisa without her reinforce, just charge her from the back, that pin is half round. Ooh, bit early on Vulture there for the pin. But once again, just cleaning up.
Yep. Blue holding stronger here now. Got some ults to work with. But, I mean, maybe we'll see another Terra Annihilation from Sticky Bomb. Wouldn't be surprised.
Wi-Fi and D10's area of effect damage has been really handy.
Yeah.
Sancho has been mostly too close for the nades, but I'm sure that also would help. As you see Lucio right up against Ram, and it feels like such an easy pick until he just gets in the way of direct damage.
Dawn pins Hollow Moth off the point. And here's the Terra. Suzu went out a bit too
Oh,
early.
there's everything. Oh, Blizzard is
The Blizzard.
brutal. They gotta capitalize. At least get Vulture here.
Oh.
There.
Well, gets Vulture, but unfortunately they did lose the point. Only Blizzard and Kitsune Rush spent for blue though. They still got 2 tank ults and a support ult. Meanwhile, Sticky
Yeah.
Bomb used both tank ults and a DPS ult. So maybe a big Sticky Bomb here from Holomoth, assuming he doesn't get pinned off the map. They are
We
set up
could
pretty well.
see
Maybe
just
he
a straight up nano.
Oh!
Oh, brutal.
sticks it on Dawn, but Dawn's too close and kills
Classic
Holomoth.
Tracer.
River though takes out Dawn pretty early, much earlier than I was expecting.
Yeah. I mean, he was still hit with the pulse bomb there.
Yeah, true. And Kitsune Rush coming out from Sticky
Yeah,
Bomb
this
here.
has been rough.
Vulture's
D10.
putting pressure on the D12, so he can't
Not
do
a lot they
anything.
can do. This
D12.
could be it here.
Yeah, they might. Yeah. Sticky Bomb. Got 85%. 15 seconds.
Pablo has got to rush the point here. We're gonna
Gotta
see
do
him
something.
charge right in.
Big Fire Strike. Javelin's out of the way for Dawn.
He's
Get
got to
some
at least
healing.
get it there.
And
That's
he's
enough.
immediately
That's
taken down.
enough.
They
That
do have
gets
overtime though. Sancho could hit a huge grab here. But there's just too much damage, and blue loses. Oh, D12.
Wait, D12?
What a stall! Oh, he stalled
No!
on the point.
He got knocked back just enough. Brutal.
Dang, that was so close too. They were, man. If D12 had stalled, maybe they could have gotten RD from spawn. But either way, very rough. So blue is losing their first map in the match. It's now 2-1. Sticky Bomb, reverse sweep, maybe. Maybe they can do it. Thoughts, analysts?
Yeah, I think you're right. They started off strong. They got some good even kills from both teams at the start, and then D12 just kind of clutched up for them. Sadly, they couldn't get that though.
There was an insane wipe to get that first 30%, which was really helpful for the
Yeah.
first round there.
Then the big beat came out, the ult dumps from Sticky Bomb. It was crazy.
And yeah, there was, I mean, an insane clutch from Sticky Bomb right there just to maintain their point.
Right? Yeah.
And, you know, a rough shatter that hits the wall, but not a whole lot you can do about that.
Yeah.
The little,
Kind of just
if you're trying
unfortunate
to rush
there.
it, you know, whatever, but
Yeah. Blue ended up taking it back though, from Sticky Bomb with more ult dumps. Sadly, didn't work for Blue, and Sticky won the first
Yeah.
round.
the first round, and then the sad last minute pin by their Rhine there to
Yeah.
try and
Very
get
sad.
anything, but, you know,
Which they
when you
do
run out of
indeed
time.
have a very bad history with Helios. After their last season, it is not looking good for them.
Yeah.
But, we're definitely looking forward to a well match, that's for sure.
Yeah.
One day.
Hopefully they'll get that well match one day.
Yeah, that would be so
Uh,
fun.
But yeah, so
long as we don't see
Next
Melba
game
come
or
out
next
again.
round, Sticky Bomb gets the point first. Blue is able to take no picks from them, which sucked, and then they took the point.
Yeah, we noticed, Ram is the main issue going into that.
Yeah,
Kind of struggling to hold off against that, and
yep. Blue takes
Any
the point back though, and then blue clears second point, which
there's
is good.
definitely a huge blizzard that comes out there. We heard you talking
Yeah.
about that. I mean, that really,
Yeah, the
really did a
huge
whole
ult
lot.
dump from both teams was kind of crazy. Mainly Sticky Bomb, but it made it better for Blue, even though Blue wasn't able to touch and Sticky Bomb won.
yeah.
Change blue to C9. That's all we gotta,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we gotta
Poor
change.
D12.
But
Yeah.
I think the big struggle was how aggressive of a comp Sticky Bomb ran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucio,
yeah, they ran a
Ram.
very, very aggressive push
Yeah.
to start right away. So it's kind of hard to counter that when you're playing a little more passive than the enemy. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Don not getting in there as much as he could have was definitely their downfall there.
Yeah. He just couldn't do anything. He was getting immediately shredded.
Yeah.
Yep.
Drop your
Killed
shield
instantly.
half a second and you're taking 1,000 DPS just
yeah,
dead
and I
instantly.
mean, then they stagger themselves. They throw themselves out of the fight, and
It's
just kind of
done.
led to their
Just-
downfall. But
Their demise. We'll see
Yeah.
how this goes then for next round. Because that is a point for Sticky Bomb, so it's now 2-1. This
Yeah.
could be last game. This could be.
It's- Yeah, we'll see. Map pick from Blue is Nimbani. So yeah, thank you, analysts. We're gonna hop right back into Nimbani. Match point for Blue. Sticky Bomb could still reverse sweep. Blue played a bit sloppy on Ilios, but it's just a map that they've struggled with since Season 1. I assume we'll be seeing that being run in scrims. You definitely need to practice on that. And for other teams, they're definitely going to take note of this is a map that Blue doesn't do well on.
Just start abusing that.
Yeah.
They're gonna be playing so much Ilios if someone picks up on that.
Yeah. So,
Probably opening with minis.
of course.
If I am called, and I do not answer.
And looks like we got a bit of a comp change for DPS and supports on Sticky Bomb. Same tanks, but
Yeah, I think
I-
that their issue was Reaper and Tracer is just way too close up for a Rhino and Zarya to.
yeah.
You're dead, bro. You're not beating him.
Yeah. Someone says Dom went into early a lot as well. There were a lot of fights where the early engage got Vortex by River. That's a good point. Yeah, Dom tried to go for a pin and the Vortex just stopped him. Like, the slow was so big with Vortex, especially when you're trying to play dive like Dawn is.
The Vortex buff in general is just so brutal.
Yeah. So here we go.
Huge. Well,
Dawn goes for a pin.
alright.
He's in the back line
River
now.
is gonna get a solid invuln here though. No one aims for it. Still, everyone is low regardless. D10 and Sancho cleaning house.
Very
D10
nice.
picked up 2. Sancho, I think, picked up 3 there.
Yeah. Good first fight for Blue. Again, I think what Sticky Bomb's struggling right now is with the range. They're not playing Soldier and Ashe's range very well, so they're just going straight into a Bastion Reaper. D12 switched. I did not realize that. So that's not ideal for them. Here, River going for a bit of a flank. Tosses out Vortex into the back line. Oh, big anti there.
D12 going for a switch here is very interesting. It's quite the rarity because their Mei is so immaculate. I mean,
Yeah.
we've seen one of the greatest holds
Yeah.
on this map right here.
Yeah. Batmore. Yeah, I don't the support for Sticky Bomb is a bit of an interesting choice. Sure the coaches know something I don't.
That invuln field at the start was a huge help, so I
Yeah.
definitely see being pretty common.
I think
Moira, I wouldn't doubt it's a bit more DPS Moira.
yeah. She's not being aggressive enough, I think. Sancho just kind of walks past River there. Already gets a pick on the Valkyrie.
Chronora is probably going down here.
Yeah.
Even with just a Fire Strike. Boink! Hit by D10.
And another fight win for blue. They definitely do well on hybrid, I think. That's kind of
Yeah.
their groove, is just they can entrench themselves on this point with this comp. I don't know why Sancho
And
put a
then-
bubble out there. It's very hard to break, even with a Ram Orisa. I think maybe if we saw the Tracer Reaper come out, if you could get a Hollow Moth on the Tracer, get a sort of flank, just put pressure on the supports, that might work a bit better.
Yeah. Even Junkrat, a little bit of Spam Rat.
What a shatter!
Instant shatter there, just getting River out of the way. That's all that matters to him, of course.
Yeah, he's a bit salty after the last match, but
And then D10 just taking that advantage of everyone looking away. And just shred over with his turret.
yeah, huge nano shatter. Very nice coordination there. That leaves 1 minute for Sticky Bomb to try and at least get one tick.
We could see a Grav already here. A Grardy, if you will.
Yeah.
Maybe a Death Blossom.
Yeah, anything at this point with comboed with
Yeah.
grab is gonna work very well. River is slipped.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. We do see Chronora go out, which is huge. No Invuln field is going to be hard to work with. River
And
goes
Sancho-
out as well.
Yeah, River was so close to killing Sancho there, but Dawn just came in and saved the day. 30 seconds left. Can
Shield
Sticky
Bearer
Bomb get
shield.
there? Looks like they're
Oh, they're taking the off route.
offer big Terra here, maybe. Oh, but Fade's already taken out. Ooh, that's a big pin. They got to do something here.
Valkyrie is low here. There he goes.
And
There's
Fade
another pin.
just eating these pins right now. And
Mayday
they
goes
cannot
down.
survive.
Oh, super low.
River
Yeah.
not able to pop up.
Another pin. 3 for 3. Beautiful.
Dawn dominating, getting a bit of revenge for the stomp of last match. And that's round 1 going to blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is looking good for blue so far. We'll see see what they do here on the defense.
Much like how on attack they're able to entrench impeccably, on attack here they're able to just play a war of attrition, get 1 or 2 picks at a time in between team fights,
Yeah,
and by the time the defending team runs back, they're already engaging again.
yeah. Yeah, looks like we got swapped to Bastion and Reaper for Sticky Bomb.
Very big burst damage there.
Yeah, I guess they're just there. I mean, D10 definitely a good inspiration for how well Bastion can be played in high levels. So we'll see what they do with this. I mean, the issue is just if one of the DPS on Sticky Bomb gets pinned by Dawn, it's over. Like the whole comp is just gonna fall apart.
He just has to hit once, and based on his accuracy rate,
Yeah,
that's
he's-
pretty likely.
Yeah. So see what happens. Looks like gonna hold about little past before corner. Sticky Bomb not gonna go up too much. Which they probably could with their con. They could probably poke a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe
I mean,
just-
you could probably see Wi-Fi just take advantage of that.
yeah,
And there we already see a sleep.
yeah, and
Doesn't
Ansi on the
even go
Fade.
for the pin. Yeah, just take the... Oh! Wi-Fi takes a hard shot there. But
And
already
D10.
up. So many players. Everyone's low. Pablo could go down here. His shield
Pablo
crackling
is
away.
so low. But
There we
doesn't
go.
matter. Blue wins their first match of the season.
Who would have guessed?
Yeah, not unexpected.
Not perfect, but, you know, Ilios is imperfect. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. Someone says Valkyrie ended the first round with 73% ult charge, meaning they get a grand total of 917 healing and damage. Yeah, I'm questioning a lot of Valkyrie's choices. The Lucio worked very well for them, but this Moira that we've seen on I think they played Moira on map 1 as well. It's just they're not doing anything at all, not maximizing the value that Moira can get.
And
So
in
yeah,
play, you see a good Moira, you know the numbers
yeah,
they can get.
they could be doing
20k of damage and healing? Okay, bro.
yeah. So yeah, awesome. Blue's moving on. Take a look at the bracket here. Blue will be moving on in the upper bracket. And we're going to be moving to Black Metal versus Afterlife here in a bit. First, we're going to hear from our analysts, and we're going to have an interview with the MVP of the match after that. So, analysts, what do you guys think?
Wow.
Yeah, that was a match, that's for sure. The first fight, Blue just stopped Sticky completely from taking the point.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, the sticky bomb just kept getting the point, and
getting rolled each time.
not a
They
whole lot
just
you can do. But
unable to pull through at all. Um,
I think the lack of
yeah,
reinforces or solid reinforces that would counter Pablo definitely did them in.
yeah, that's for sure. They thought they could pull through with the mirroring of the DPS from Blue, but they just didn't.
You
It didn't
aren't
work out
blue.
well,
That's not gonna work.
right? Blue
no,
has their
it's almost like
comp
it was
down
expected.
perfect. Yeah, exactly. It's almost like we saw this coming. But yeah, big win for Blue. I applaud them.
Yeah.
Blue just does better on hybrid, and it's
Just the
just
way it
kind of
is.
evident. Yeah, it's just kind
Yeah.
of evident when it's right out there.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
They definitely, Sticky definitely makes a really good last touch. They can't
Yeah.
really clutch on the last round, on the first round there, but
Yeah. They make good touches, but they cannot clutch. That's for sure.
yeah, Wi-Fi goes down, and Blue just pulls through when they win. It's just take one out, and
Take one
it's
out,
like
but Blue does not does not show
yeah, they
down.
just don't care, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like a scaffolding. You take the bottom out, and just the whole thing falls over.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're gonna try and keep doing because it seemed to have worked. So
Yeah. Blue's just top tier like that.
They are. Alrighty. Well, now we have an interview here with the MVP of the match, which is Sancho. Um, let's get him in here. Sancho, you played perfectly today. As the newest edition of Blue, how are you feeling about the tournament? Let's see what he says here. We're on a bit of a delay.
Bit of a delay.
Bit of a issue here. Hold on.
Sancho, your mic isn't on.
Okay, slight issue. Bit of a technical difficulty with Sancho here. Not sure what's going on. Like we got a bit of a connection issue. So we will be there in 1 second. Hold on. Sorry about this. Well, we're trying some new things here.
The bit will be so good when it actually works.
It will be, yeah. See if this works. There we go. This is fine. Don't worry, this is all planned. Okay, here we go. Let's try it again. So, Sancho, as the newest member of Blue, how are you feeling about the tournament so far? You guys played super well today. Your Zarya was very on point. What are you thinking? See if we can hear him this time. See if he turned his mic on.
Yo, I'm feeling absolutely pumped right now, especially after today's game. Winning that match was huge for us, and pulling off some big plays with Zarya felt so rewarding. The synergy with the team was on a whole different level. Everyone was clicking, everyone played their part, a total team effort.
Yep.
Poggies, the tournament is intense, man. Every match feels like a final, but we're really finding our groove. TBH, what we pulled off today might be the new meta. My teammates deserve a ton of credit. They really set me up for success, and we diffed the other team in those clutch moments. If you know, you know. We're just going to keep grinding and hope to bring home the big W.
Awesome, man. So glad to hear that. Thank you for interviewing us despite the technical difficulties there. Awesome to hear. And we're gonna go into a short break here while we get the next match of Afterlife versus Black Metal setups. We will see you guys in a minute.
Oh,
See if this
that
pick
would be
does
big.
anything.
Pablo might be dead here if he came back up.
Oh, Wi-Fi cut out. Don Pablo immediately going down after. EAC is looking great today. Shield one from D12, but that shield's a lot harder to time. And a big anti there. And they are all just immediately
Already have
low health. This is going to be
Everyone's
easy cleanup here.
2 kills, 3 kills, 4 kills. Smurf takes out E10 in the process. What did he do?
Yeah, Torva's an interesting pick. We saw how strong turrets can be in these kinds of competitions. Able to shield while he gets healed up.
Pablo has to step back a bit. But Dambot pulls off the bio. Disastrous first push.
Oh, misses the javelin.
But Smurf missed Gracie as well.
Yeah, I got that
Fair
Discord
fight
orb.
there.
Not looking good.
Ooh. There's
D10
no way.
with the
Blue
Reaper.
pulled off that first fight flawlessly. D10 sitting back as you do, picking him off. Pop, 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 gone. EAC and I believe that is Diamond 1 sit alone. But tank down. He's sticking back a bit more. He's got the range. He doesn't need to be on point, but he does it just to be an absolute meat shield.
And Pixel Pred gonna punish that. Oh!
Ooh!
Guys in the back line targeting Diamond 1. He's getting shot from behind. Oh, but he gets Diamond 1.
Going for some nasty quick punches there. Ooh, Diamond 1 out. Dambot out, no support.
Look at Dawn. Oh, almost wins the fight. EAC is the only one left standing. That was much closer than I thought it was
As soon as possible.
gonna be. Yeah. There's the Dragon Blade.
D12.
Oh, what a nice charge from Smurf there.
Smurf went for it.
And that was so risky too, because he had fallen. The fight could have gone very different with just pure mechanical skill here from Hobo. And dang, nice rock on the Corgi.
See if they can follow up with a kill though. That's where it matters.
Probiotic focus down by Kilo.
Friday almost full. Goes for the Friday half. And they're pushed away from the objective now. Top 501 already half health.
And there goes Avalanche.
Goes for a charge. Avalanche down. Dragoon down to Nada Nada.
There goes Bloom.
Bloom and Zhangxi down. Could definitely turn things around here. There's
gets the javelin.
the other one.
Are they gonna use the Terra
boost.
Surge?
Damage boost. There we go. Dragoon pops this as well. There's Terra Surge. 2 downs with Terra Surge. Bloom takes out top 501. Dragoon takes Strange Barrel. Sunset melees Necro.
Necro's very far out of position though. There's the Shatter.
Shatter.
Big Shatter. And there's the High Noon.
Steve Bloom.
Gets a triple
Hey.
kill.
Nice. And Necro gets a boop on Sunset.
Nice shot by Sparkplug. That Deadeye. Huge there.
Just by pressing Q. And there's Terra Surge, finally! We've waited the whole game for this, and it takes 1 but Zhang Shi capitalizes with Death Blossom to take another. Sunset finishes off Nada Nada and Necro. Zhang Shi takes Spark Plug, and it looks like they take here.
The
You just
Terra
got
Surge.
caught up so much in trying to get the enemy off the point. You removed yourself from the point like that! Damage window out.
And the
damage.
Kitsune.
What a combo!
Using Zhang
So
Shi's
DPS plays out. Yeah, anti on Shanky, Warped, and Harbinger. Shanky is forced to back off. Low health.
big Terra
There's
Surge there for
Rally,
Nocturnal.
There's Terra Surge.
Double
Bam.
kill.
Warped and Synchronize out. But now they have to at least hold it for a second while the bot is stationary. Shanky is holding out. Nocturnal is low. There's a big invuln field for a moment. Transcendence is out. Artie drops. How do you win this? There goes everyone. Disconnect. Loses that team fight.
Brings up going with Malva Bastion, trying to mirror Warp.
Junkrat.
I think the Junkrat has worked out pretty well. We saw Chaotic get nice picks, but doesn't mean much when you have Nocturnal jumping into the hole. Oh, he's whip shot in.
Clogged by Synchronize.
And there's the Death
There we
Blossom.
go.
Big Death Blossom
Well,
for
like
detail.
awesome.
Oh,
Pop loop. Backdoor ride.
there it goes. Gets Volpe all by himself, too. Fucking just in a weird position. Might get Conjure.
Oh, Conjurer. It's 3 times on this map. Conjurer is
Let's
gone
get
down.
patched up.
But still, a lot of damage on this guy. To be able to survive this. Despite
We
Pixel
move
Spread and
together,
stuff.
eh?
The
Definitely.
Tremadas. Ults can be so good, but usually they're better off with
Pixel Spread against Courtney.
Both teams almost entirely wiped out.
Oh, you let healing breathe.
No more worrying about antis at least.
True, yeah.
Fight back and forth here.
And it looks.
So look at Cheaters is gonna go down now.
Yeah.
Smurf has to back off. Ooh, caught the javelin there.
Here's the Terra Surge, but the Transcendence is out of position.
Oh, got a ult. Got sword and Kitsune rush. Lucio might immediately go to drop a beat here, because it is tough. They pull through though. 15 seconds left.
Here's the
Still got
dragon.
beat.
Oh, but the dragon.
Kitsune rush insta-popped. Double insta-pop on Kitsune rush. You've got Transcendence to counter. And here we see Smurf finally finish it off. Reaper does have Death Blossom still though, but that is it. Oh,
See if this
that
pick
could be
does
big.
anything.
Pablo might be dead here if he came back up.
Oh, Wi-Fi caught out. Don Tabu immediately going down after. EAC is looking great today. Shield one from B12, but that shield's a lot harder to time. And a big anti there. And they are all just
Already
immediately
have
low health. This is gonna be
Everyone's
easy cleanup here.
2 kills, 3 kills, 4 kills. Smurf takes out D10 in the process. What did you do?
Yeah, Torba's an interesting pick. You saw how strong turrets can be in these kinds of competitions. Able to shield while he gets healed up.
Pablo has to step back a bit. But Dambot pulls off the bio. Disastrous first push.
Oh, misses the javelin.
But Smurf missed Gracie as well.
Yeah, I got that
Fair
Discord
fight there.
orb. Not looking good.
Ooh. There's
D10
no way.
with the
Blue
Reaper.
pulled off that first fight flawlessly. D10 sitting back as you do, picking him off. Pop, 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 gone. EAC and I believe that is Diamond 1 sit alone. But tank down. He's sticking back a bit more. He's got the range. He doesn't need to be on point, but he does it just to be an absolute meat shield.
And Pixel Pred gonna punish that. Oh!
Ooh!
Guys in the back line targeting Diamond 1. He's getting shot from behind. Oh, but he gets Diamond 1.
Nasty quick punches there. Ooh, Diamond 1 out. Dambot out, no support.
Look at Dawn. Oh, almost wins the fight. EAC is the only one left standing. That was much closer than I thought it was going
As soon as possible.
to be. Yeah. There's the Dragon Blade.
Well,
Oh, what a nice charge from Smurf there.
Smurf went for it.
And that was so risky too, because he had fallen. The fight could have gone very different with just pure mechanical skill here from Hobo. And dang, nice rock on the Corgi.
See if it can follow up with a kill though. That's where it matters.
Probiotic focus down by Kilo.
Friday almost full. Goes for the Friday half. And they're pushed away from the objective now. Top 501 already half health.
And there goes Avalanche.
Goes for a charge. Avalanche down. Dragoon down to Nada Nada.
There goes Bloom.
Bloom and Zhang Shi down. Could definitely turn things around here. There and
Sunset
there's
gets the Javelin.
the other one.
Are they going to use the
Damage
Terror
boost.
Surge?
Damage boost. There we go. Dragoon pops this as well. There's Terror Surge. Oh,
See if this
that
pick
could
does
be big.
anything.
Pablo might be dead here if he came back up.
Oh, Wi-Fi caught out. Dawn Pablo immediately going down after. EAC is looking great today. Shield one from B12, but that shield's a lot harder to time. And a big anti there. And they are all just immediately
Already half.
low health. This is going to be
Everyone's
easy cleanup here.
2 kills, 3 kills, 4 kills. Smurf takes out E10 in the process.
Yeah, Torba's an interesting pick. We saw how strong turrets can be in these kinds of competitions. Able to shield while he gets healed up.
Step back a bit. But Dambot pulls off the bio. Disastrous first push.
Oh, and this is the Javelin.
But Smurf missed Gracie as well.
Yeah, I got that
Fair
Discord
fight
orb.
there.
Not looking good.
Ooh! There's no
D10
way.
with the
Blue
Reaper.
pulled off that first fight flawlessly. D10 sitting back as you do, picking him off. Pop, 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 gone. EAC and I believe that is Diamond 1 sit alone. But tank down. He's sticking back a bit more. He's got the range. He doesn't need to be on point, but he does it just to be an absolute meat shield.
And Pixel Pride gonna punish that. Oh!
Ooh!
Guys in the back line targeting Diamond 1. He's getting shot from behind. Oh, but he gets Diamond 1.
Nasty quick punches there. Ooh, Diamond 1 out. Dambot out, no support.
Look at Dawn. Oh, almost wins the fight. EAC is the only one left standing. That was much closer than I thought it was going to be.
As soon as possible.
Yeah. There's the Dragon Blade.
Well,
Oh, what a nice charge from Smurf there.
Smurf went for it.
And that was so risky too, because he had fallen. The fight could have gone very different with just pure mechanical skill here from Hobo. And dang, nice rock on the Corgi.
See if it can follow up with a kill though. That's where it matters.
Probiotic focus
Dick
down by
Hook
Kilo.
half. Friday almost full. Goes for the Friday half. And they're pushed away from the objective now. Top 501 already half health.
And there goes Avalanche.
Goes for a charge. Avalanche down. Dragoon down to Nada Nada.
There goes Bloom.
Bloom and Zhang Shi down. Could definitely turn things around here. There and
Sunset
there's
gets the Javelin.
the other one.
Are they going to use the
Damage
Terror
boost.
Surge?
Damage boost. There we go. Dragoon pops this as well. There's Terror Surge. 2 down with Terror Surge. Bloom takes out top 501. Dragoon takes Strange Barrel. Sunset melees Necro.
Necro's very far out of position though. There's the Shatter.
Shatter.
Big Shatter. And there's the High Noon.
Steve Bloom.
Gets a triple
Hey.
kill.
Nice. And Necro gets a boop on Sunset.
Nice shot by Sparkplug. That Deadeye. Huge there.
Just by pressing Q. And there's Terror Surge, finally! We've waited the whole game for this, and it takes 1. But Zhang Shi capitalizes with Death Blossom to take another. Sunset finishes off Nada Nada and Necro. Zhang Shi takes Sparkplug, and it looks like they take here.
The
You
Terror
just
Surge.
got caught up so much in trying to get the enemy off the point, you remove yourself from the point like that! Damage window out.
And the
Damage.
Kitsune.
What a combo!
Using Zhang
So
Qingbao.
DPS plays out. Yeah, anti on Shanky, Warped, and Harbinger. Shanky is forced to back off, low health.
Big Terra
There's
Surge there from
Rally,
Nocturnal.
There's Terra Surge.
Double
Bam.
kill.
Warp synchronize out. Like now they have to at least hold it for a second while the bot is stationary. Shanky is holding out. Nocturnal is low. There's a big invuln field for a moment. Transcendence is out. Artie drops. How do you win this? There goes everyone. Disconnect. Loses that team fight.
Cleans up. Going with Malva Bastion. Trying to mirror Warp.
Junkrat.
I think the Junkrat has worked out pretty well. Result Chaotic is nice picks. But doesn't mean much when you have Nocturnal jumping into the hole. Oh, he's whip shot in.
Clogged by synchronize.
And there's the Death
There we
Blossom.
go.
Big Death Blossom
Well,
detail.
awesome.
Full free.
Oh. Pop loop. Back to ride.
There it goes. Gets Volty all by himself too. Started to spin his weird position. Might get conquered.
Oh, Conjurer. It's 3 times on this map. Conjurer is going down.
But still, a lot of damage on this map. I don't think he'll be able to survive this. Despite pixel credits,
Traumatas. Ults can be so good, but usually they're better off than they
pixel credit against Corgi.
Both teams almost entirely wiped out. No more worrying about antis at least.
True, yeah.
Fight the back and forth here.
And it
So
works.
look at Cheaters is gonna go down now.
Yeah.
Smurf has to back off. Oh, caught the javelin there.
Here's the Terra Surge, but the Transcendence is out of position.
Oh, got a ult. Got sword and Kitsune Rush. Lucio might immediately go to drop a beat here, because it is tough. They pull through though. 15 seconds left.
Here's the
Still got
dragon.
beat.
Oh, but the dragon.
Kitsune Rush insta-popped. Double insta-pop on Kitsune Rush. You've got Transcendence to counter. And here we see Smurf finally finish it off. Reaper does have Death Blossom still though, but that is it.
Hello, welcome back to the Overwatch Bot League. Today we're going to be we're going to have some real players here, and or not real players, we're going to have some bot players here, and you guys are going to have to spot the bot, or spot the player. Jeez, I can't talk. So there's going to be a bunch of bots, and you guys are going to have to find the real player hidden in them. Is Austin going to be the spectator? Hello? Oh. Okay, so change of plans. Apparently, I was not given the memo that these are just players playing against bots to see if they can beat the bots. So we are currently spectating one of our analysts. We're seeing if he can try not to diff against the bots. Yeah. Pretty easy first fight. Apparently there's not going to be any audio either, because Discord hates me. No. Why is this not working?
They definitely don't miss, that's for sure.
Yes.
And they're pretty smart to just go back into spawn. We got a big McCree ult.
Also could be really small. Crazy.
Okay.
So it turns out players can defeat these bots
Yeah.
based on what's going on right now.
apparently. Yeah, it looks like you guys are not having any trouble.
It seems if you play an off angle, they do not expect you whatsoever, no
Yeah.
matter how many times you do it. So it's a good thing that during the regular bot league, they are not programmed to do their own. Because then I can just... I want to go into their spawn.
Hit the shrug on him.
Oh my goodness.
This is also to debunk for you guys, because some of you were asking us if these are actual players. No. No, they are not. We are the actual players here, and this is how it would go if we had some actual players in here.
Yeah. Two players that understand slightly the concept of the game.
Yes.
Because they're all gonna run out. I'm gonna Death Blossom. They're all gonna go back into spawn.
Over here.
I mean, they're pretty good with their utility usage, though.
Sure.
Yeah. I feel like that's what makes the matches last so long when it's just the bots. Well, this has been a game.
I think that intermission check is necessary.
Yeah, I saw we were getting some viewers. I didn't want anyone to get confused what was going on. I forgot to put the overlay on.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That was players in
End of the
bots.
game stats.
Um,
Yeah. You really didn't have to heal because they really didn't have a chance to do anything.
Yeah. Crazy how that works.
What a surprise.
would have been a perfect placement for a shrug.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys for that intermission.
Of course.
What an interesting gameplay of just walk out, shoot the
Yeah.
player, and walk back in.
Spamming special move, teleport on the roof.
Yes. Okay, well, now we are going to go into our next match here. Take a look at the bracket. So Blue did win against Sticky Bomb, so they'll be moving on. Next, we got Black Metal versus Afterlife. These two teams are complete unknowns. We don't know anything about them. So yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. We're gonna jump right in here to our first map, which is on Ilios. Funny enough.
Now arriving at Ilios, initiating match.
So let's see what happens. I mean, we can't do any predictions because we don't know what the heck these guys are gonna do.
I mean, we can see their comps, I guess. And,
Yeah.
You know,
Right, we could take a quick look at the rosters here. I can pull those up. So we got on Afterlife, we have Star Wars, Big Eyes, Slyzor, Dodger, Leaps, and Folded Mime. And on Black Metal, we got Crypt, Isotope, Hymnal, Nyx, Zummoner, and Double Dutch. So, cool names. Let's see if it translates to gameplay. Yeah, that's what I got. But here we go. Jumping right in, we got Doomfist Zarya comp here from Black
yeah,
Metal.
looks like Isotope and Big Eye took up the.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'm thinking for a second tank, Zarya is going to be the meta, especially after Sancho's performance.
Yeah, definitely
Or
set a new
solid
standard
to
there.
pass up.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm curious to see how this Doomfist works. Crypt immediately uses both cooldowns to accomplish nothing.
Yeah.
Does get a nice
Doomfist
little
is just
punch back.
Such a rare choice here.
Yeah, we don't see a lot of Doomfist. Maybe he's gonna inspire people to play Doomfist. He does get first kill.
Yeah, it's working out pretty. Mercy
Ooh.
didn't even notice that. Oh, come on, bro.
Big Eye picking up 4. Can he get 5? It's close, but he gets 5. Big Eye.
Solid.
Big ace there. What a play. So yeah, it looks like so far Afterlife is leading here. This is quite a diff. I mean, Crypt didn't do terrible. He did kill Star Wars somehow. But I don't know if Mercy's really the right play here. Just not
I
a
think the big thing was Star Wars just went down from raw focus. He was first
Yeah.
on point there.
oh, big
And
sleep.
before everyone went down, he just took a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And here we're immediately... Yeah, okay. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? There goes all Crypt's overheal. Getting popped away at... Yeah. Good work, Star Wars. You really would have expected Crypt to disengage that, but
Yeah,
he used his cooldowns right beforehand.
He just couldn't get out. Nothing for him to do there. Afterlife holding on here. Big Eye doing very well on the Zarya here. Even if Star Wars isn't quite at Don Pablo level, he's still doing pretty good.
At the very least, getting the all too unfamiliar problem child Doomfist out of the way, away from the squishies. There we see no pin, just leaving him to sleep. Crypt, of course, immediately goes for the back line, gets loads of overheal. He's an invuln.
Oh, what a shatter!
Shatter there, though. That could turn it around. Just keep rolling away. Isotope goes down. Hymnal goes down.
Nyx is
and-
stalling just for a second, but yeah, that might be map for Afterlife already doing very well here. They did lose a few in that last fight, but maybe Crypt can get a big jump, but they're just taking their time to regroup. I don't think they touch. So first round.
3, 2, 1.
First round goes to Afterlife. Yeah, Sticky Bomb. It's an interesting comp. but I just don't think it's very cohesive. Especially their coordination is not there with the Doomfist dives. Like Crypt isn't getting bubbled when he dives in, so Star Wars is able to just immediately pin and kill him.
Yeah, we don't have enough info to know if Doomfist is a staple of black metal,
Yeah.
but I'm hoping they can pull it together, try and work further away from Reinhardt, because if he keeps pinning you out or you keep getting slept, you're not able to put in the ridiculous work Doomfist has the ability to.
Yeah. Yeah. No comp changes. They're sticking with the Doomfist. We'll see if they can make it work somehow.
This has a bit more flank ability to work with. I'm
True.
hoping to see it work out.
Yeah, maybe get a punch into the hole. I think that would work out well for him if he doesn't get
There's the
pinned
pin, though.
immediately.
Oh, there goes Dutch as well. Yeah, just instantly getting shredded away there. Nyx popped up into the air with the charge.
Yep, nothing they could do there. Yeah,
It is
very
gonna
rough
be
fight.
interesting to see Afterlife win this and just only choose Ilios up,
Yeah.
up against Blue.
Yeah, this is.
They are going crazy on it.
Yeah, Ilios been an interesting map today. Looks like we got some swap Crypt going over to Malga
On Ilios, that's
on Ilios.
gonna be so annoying.
Kind of charges into a
On
wall
well.
there.
Ooh,
Meanwhile-
Nyx get some airtime there. Isotope super low. There we go.
Nice. Comp change definitely helped there. Able to swap over to people who have a bit more survivability. I think the Malga and Brig is going to be a lot harder to fight against. Especially when you only have a Sojourn. That's going to be a bit rough. So, looking good so far for the comeback for Black Metal here. Real question is, how are they going to respond to the Shatter? They're either going to have to get a frame-perfect Brig shield, or just hope for the best.
And even then, it would have to be very close range Brig Shield, potentially in direct hit range of the
Oh,
Shatter.
the Shatter goes into the well!
Bro, yeah, okay. That's
Rookie
an
mistake.
interesting thing to feed the well.
Yeah.
You gotta believe Star Wars had some ulterior motive for that.
True, he was just trying to scare him off. He was taking space by threatening to shatter. I think that's what he was doing. That makes sense.
Obviously.
Yeah.
He was trying to bait out the no ults they had.
Exactly.
Or maybe Invuln Field even.
True,
That
yeah.
realistically could have been it.
Yeah, there's a call out for Window. I don't think they're gonna get a lot of value off of it. Maybe the Malka is kind of the only thing I can see. Everyone else is gonna be willing to play a bit more of a
There
flank.
it is!
What a play! I wish I was spectating that, but still, you can see 3 down into the hole. Very nice. Just immediate Black Metal. Crypt picking up 3, kind of making up for the lackluster Doomfist we saw earlier.
Standard issue Malgo well play for absolutely no reason.
Yeah. So we're seeing Afterlife come back. They got 3, almost 5 ults actually. Getting close here.
We'll probably see points.
here's damage window.
There's damage window. Countering. Oh, we see someone into that well there. I think that was Curie hacked.
Yeah, tried to jump in the well and TP out. We got hacked at the last second, I think.
Brilliant.
Use window and EMP there. Only Kitsune Roche coming out from Afterlife. Looks like Black Metal has a good chance at just taking this round.
Quite the turnaround.
Yeah, comp change has been such a big difference for them here. Oh, Crypt's getting ready. He's got the cage. We got grab, but they
It's
aren't
not-
even able to touch. And we're going to round 3. That's interesting. Don't think we expected that. All right, here we are on the Lighthouse. We saw this earlier. Big day for Ilios fans.
I am not one of them.
It's okay. It's a fine map.
It's a fine map when I'm messing around and not playing Reinhardt.
Gotta play Malga.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Capture.
1-1 for the first map of the match. Who's going to take it? I could see it going either way. Afterlife's gonna have to get on point faster, but they're taking the long way, whereas Black Metal's going the more direct route. Gonna get into the
Neither has a
room.
Lucio though, so this will
Yeah.
be a pretty evened out brawl right onto the point.
Oh, big charge. Gets Star Wars stunned.
Oh, Leaps almost fell off the edge there. Yeah, everyone's getting flung around by all kinds of knockbacks. See Star Wars go down. It's 2 down on each team now. That's a pretty nasty repulsor to work with.
Yeah.
There goes Ice. So
Weiser.
narrowly a win. Everyone was low there.
Yeah. Huge, really just all-out brawl at that point. It looked like too it was going in Black Metal's favor at first when Crypt got that big
Yeah.
charge.
It was so close.
But showing that they aren't going to go down to this comp that easily. See if Black Metal can come back a bit.
Yeah. You already have Star Wars and Folded Mom regrouping.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot harder to dislodge them. Unless you get like a very solid charge stun with Mauga. And then lead that with some damage. Uh-oh.
Star Wars does get a pin.
There goes... That wasn't a pin. That was just off the edge
Oh,
of the
I
map.
didn't even notice
Beautiful.
that. And Afterlife continuing their hold here. It's like, yeah, no comp changes on Black Metal. I think they're confident that this can work. They just need a good fight with it. Unfortunately, though, Afterlife's already got a nano ready. If we get that on the Star Wars like we saw Dawn in the previous match, that could be big for them.
Rift leading in. And of course, they are running up against an Ana, so even then, Mauga is a much less viable pick.
Yeah.
They're
And
instantly
here-
anti. Still pops Cardiac Overdrive, effectively wastes it. Is very dependent on support here. Zumner is super low, holding on only by Inbound Field, which goes down, instantly dies there to Dodger. Crypt is very low now. Cannot, there, pops Cardiac Overdrive. Cannot get
what a
enough
Death
healing out of it.
Blossom!
But boom, Death Blossom cleans up.
And that might be a map win for Afterlife. Man, Dodger, expecting him the entire time, he was just dealing out so much damage. He was waiting to just use the
Yeah.
Death Blossom and force them off.
Like, in that earlier team fight, everyone was low by the end except him with
Yeah.
impeccable full health, which obviously isn't just his self-healing, but it clearly shows he kind of knows how to handle himself.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, Afterlife is going to take the first round. Pretty good showing. I mean, they definitely struggled a bit on Well. I think the thing that sort of clinched it there was Crypt getting 3 off with the charge.
Yeah, that was... that was... I mean, it never gets old. It never
Yeah.
gets old. It's even better when they throw themselves in as well. Just more
Yeah.
to feed the well.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so yeah, analysts, what do you guys have for us?
Yeah, that first point was pretty crazy. Seeing the new matchups between them, Afterlife pulling through. At the second game though, the second round, I thought they weren't gonna get it. They
Yeah, it
That-
was
just gonna
huge
be it.
turnaround.
But yeah, they pulled through in the very end. Some insane clutches there. Actually crazy. There are definitely no blue, but I feel like Afterlife can definitely go pretty far if they keep this up.
Slight issue. They're going against blue.
Well, yes, that's the slight issue. If they can clean this up and learn as they do it how they can defeat blue, maybe they can do it. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at their composition, it is a mirror of blue.
It is. They have definitely taken
Which-
their notes on blue.
Yeah, what? They're going to have to effectively switch it up for a counter if you really want to hold out. You're
Yeah.
gonna have to see Ram come out at the least. I think the supports are good, definitely.
Yeah, they definitely have good supports. That's what keeps them going during that battle there that they had. Definitely with some practice, I feel like they could get better though. Because that second point, it kind of like made you feel like they weren't going to get the third one because you're like, oh, well, they
Yeah.
didn't do good here. They were kind of sloppy.
I think it was
But-
just all in environmental kills.
Yeah, that too. Because well, and that third,
Lighthouse, I think?
yes. I
Oh, no,
think
it
so.
has a lighthouse. Oh,
Yeah, Lighthouse. We'll go with that. Those two are definitely the maps where you get the most environmental kills, which is good for Afterlife. With their whole comp, that's good for them.
I agree.
oh no. Oh no. Getting a
So
little preview here.
yeah, next map we can go ahead and just say it's Havana. So what do you guys think Black Metal needs to do here to take this map from Afterlife, knowing how well Afterlife played against the Malca comp?
I think if they were to switch it up in a way that they can counter Afterlife, like counter the Rhine and pull through with that, then I think they can do it. Just like how Sticky Bomb was able to counter Dawn from Blue.
Yeah.
And
I'm
if they
thinking
keep
of
doing
focus
that,
on
then
support.
they can
That's gonna be
definitely,
where it is.
yeah, they can definitely take it from Afterlife here.
Yeah, I agree.
Unless if the comp changes,
True.
which
true.
I think it might, but I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes.
Yeah. I'll be curious to see what happens here. So let's jump into it. Havana. Thank you for that analysis, guys. Afterlife going 1-0 against Black Metal. Round 2. Or map 2, I should say. In match 2 of the Season 2, Day 1 of the Overwatch Bot League. Just a reminder for those of you watching the VOD, make sure to join the Discord. So you guys can talk about all your favorite Bot League stuff. And follow on Twitch. So we can get to affiliate. What you doing, Winston? So, because we're hoping to run predictions for these. So we just need the 50 followers. So really appreciate if you guys could do that. And yeah, let us know your thoughts on making it 6v6 and all the changes and stuff. So far, I think it's pretty interesting. Definitely,
The weight of your
gonna be interesting running Winston Doomfist into Sigma Orisa.
Why is it always Sigma on
It's
Havana?
I mean, it is traditionally a good Sigma map. The issue
Yeah.
is bots don't know how to play Sigma, though. Or Hanzo, apparently.
And up against a heavy dive. Yeah,
Yeah.
immediately getting shredded through. This is not looking good. And Star Wars is still alive, barely.
Crypt.
Crypt is holding out, getting in lots of damage as he should. As I said, I think the Doomfist can work out here.
Yeah, for sure. I think Crypt's definitely
What
seems
is
to.
Blazer doing? He's just standing there on the point. Not even worried about it. Yeah.
And it looks like they're gonna take first fight. Black Metal, very nice comp. I really like this. I think this is playing to their strengths. Of that dive. So yeah, let's see where this goes. No switches yet from Afterlife. Gonna stick with the Sigma. Gonna try and make it work. But I mean, Star Wars isn't doing amazing. Not gonna lie. I don't think this is gonna work out well for him. Here we go, coming up on the corner here.
What was that shield? Just pop it out amidst just instant retract. Throw it out again, retract again.
Wouldn't mind that Discord was huge on Crypt, but Isotope just kind of uncontested in the back here. Star Wars looking a little confused almost.
Getting solid overheal off of Nyx there.
Yeah, Nyx just sort of dumped
Bonk.
Mag into it, but Big Eye coming in clutch there, gets 2.
Oh, Dodger going way back for the monkey. Yeah, just keep running, Isotope. Keep running.
Isotope waiting to regroup.
The payload has stopped. Why?
Looks like gonna be
We
another
could see a
attempt.
solid leap here. That could
Yeah.
get Crip a lot of overheal.
Oh. Terrasurge doesn't get anything, just forces
There
them
it
to
is.
back off.
Following up with Meteor Strike, that could get some damage in. Dodger somehow takes none. What is up with this guy? He is allergic to damage.
Apparently. And there we go. Another nice fight for Afterlife. Sort of got their groove now.
And sticking to the Star Wars, somehow pulling it off.
Yeah, he's doing something on Sigma. I think the rocks are definitely going to be crucial here to stopping those
Yeah.
dives.
Gives you a chance to leave Doomfist defenseless and unable to leap away.
Here we go. Crypt goes in for a dive, doesn't quite work out. This is going to be big for Slicer here. Assuming he can... There we go. Nice shot onto Doom. Looks like he's going to help take out Summoner as well.
All we see is leaps going down so far. Big Eye doesn't even have armor broken.
Dodger picking up 2 at the end. Oh. What's Hymnal doing over there?
Great dynamite from Hymnal.
Yeah, that was... Changed the tide of the fight, but not in the way he wanted it to.
30 seconds.
Gonna have to just back off and wait for passive healing regen. There you go, gets that effect. He finds it. Once again, he looks at the dynamite. So sad, like... Dang, got the fuck. He does have
And-
a ball. This could be big.
Dumps right into Star Wars again. Oh, quite the combo there.
Yeah. Transcendence keeping Dodger alive. What? One clip
Hymnal
Nyx.
finally going down.
And Isotope dies
Isotope
as well.
follows. Yeah, just
And
solid cleanup there.
that's map. First round, sorry, for Afterlife. I
But
think
I
they've got a
mean,
good chance of winning this.
Yeah, considering that, it's looking like the win.
0 to 0.
Yeah, this is
It's-
very much in Afterlife's favor. I think they've just shown that they are the superior team right now. Unless there's some sort of mode where Black Metal's gonna do better, maybe push, or maybe hybrid, but they're not even doing that well in escort. So yeah, push or flashpoint are kind of the only things I could see the dive comp that Black Metal's running work well, because they're good at the dive. But there's sometimes where they just cannot get their footing. Especially even after such a early win.
Ready.
Do you think they would have been able to at least get first checkpoint, but they just could not win a team fight.
For an easy mission. Don't make this harder than it needs to be.
Here we go. Let's see,
We're
no
gonna have
comp
to
changes.
see- Yeah, we're gonna have to see very interesting plays if they're sticking to dive tanks,
Mm-hmm.
especially for defense.
Been a while.
Yeah, be curious to see where this goes. Yeah, I mean, let's see, if you're Black Metal, you're just probably gonna want to dive the Sigma first, because both Crypt,
One.
and Isotope can very easily take out a Sigma. So I think that's gonna be their goal here. That or maybe like the Curie, just so they don't have Suzu.
Yeah, as always, support first pick should be the goal. Leaps goes down there, and Sumner follows.
And yeah,
But
nice team fight
Yes.
for Black Metal. Star Wars is
Star
one.
Wars forced to just back off there.
Yeah, not able to do too much.
Only got one pick for that, but with how long the walk is. Oh right, it's 6v6, 2 picks. But Crypt gets loads of overheal off of that. But there we see Isotope go down. Crypt could follow here. Barely holding on. There we go. Summoner
Big guy's
Nyx.
so low.
Everyone so low. So low. incredible that they just let that slide.
Yeah, that was wild. Hymnal struggling to find picks here. Sort of
Yeah.
face tanks against the two supports. And Afterlife is pushing. There, yeah. It's gonna have to be a very quick rollout here for Black Metal. Yeah, this is gonna be very rough.
Yeah.
I think they'll
We could
definitely
just
get a
see
touch, but no
Yeah,
ults.
unless we see like a push ahead just to stall them out a bit,
Yeah.
and we see Crips coming in.
Yep, Crypt.
This is a punch.
Oh, immediately
There's
uses Meteor Strike.
though.
Doesn't do a whole lot, but does
Yeah.
force them to split up. Unfortunately, though, the rest of his team is dead.
Yeah. Yeah, brutal wipe.
And there we go. Afterlife
Yeah.
takes round 2.
Dodger is looking like MVP material so far for this matchup.
Yeah. Yeah, looking
Yeah.
great so far. Afterlife on match point already. Very strong showing here. I think Black Metal is not a bad team. Like, they know how to adapt and play around Afterlife, but Afterlife is just outskilling them, essentially. Like, they're just simply playing better. Especially Hymnal, we saw almost basically did nothing that entire game. Like, he could just not get a single pick. So we're going into map 3. Analysts, any thoughts?
Yeah, that was definitely not the greatest plays from Black Metal. I thought with the comp switch up that they would have this in the bag, especially after the first round, that they team fought and got it to push further. But no, Afterlife came in, just sweep them completely.
With
Which is
Sigma.
shocking on Sigma. Yeah, that is shocking for bot league.
Insult to injury.
Literally. Not only did you sweep the entire other team, but you did it on Sigma, which bots cannot play properly. Like, Afterlife is definitely seeming more superior here with their plays. Poor Black Metal just has to deal with this, though. Hopefully they can clutch up on this next map, but I don't know if they'll be able to do it based on Afterlife's plays here. I think they would really need something, like, completely different with their comp. Especially for the DPS, which their Ashe, their Ashe did nothing. Those dynamites were embarrassing.
That, like,
The lamppost one is what got me the most. Yeah, just throw it at the lamppost and you'll get all of them. All of your problems were solved.
Yeah.
With that.
Exactly.
average WNBA man.
Yeah. Literally. But yeah, I'm kind of rooting for Black Metal. I'm hoping they'll come up, but Afterlife just has so many good plays that I don't know if they can even think of getting above Afterlife here.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that analysis. We're going to be heading into what could be the final map of Afterlife versus Black Metal. 2-0 in Afterlife's favor. Heading to New Queen Street. Like I said, Black Metal's going to want to do something a bit different. They're going to want to play something that's more brawl focused because Escort is not their thing. I mean, you think Control is brawl focused. You would think. But apparently not. At least not for Black Metal. So let's see what the plan is here. What do you think their comp's gonna be? Black Metal.
Black Metal, I mean, man, I'm thinking something super cringy meta. You know, like sunset levels of I don't want to look at it.
Oh, I mean, not quite.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Doomfist
Roadhog,
Roadhog.
as always, that's a switch up. I can respect it.
Yeah,
Up against a Reinhardt conveniently.
yeah,
Going for the classic blue tank combo.
yeah. I think this. Yeah, Afterlife definitely has a blue-esque comp right now. I can respect the Roadhog as a Roadhog main. I
Yeah,
think that could definitely work out.
If it must be done.
Yeah, this has the potential of being a winning matchup.
Yeah,
Because We've seen already far too much that one good pin switches a fight from win to lose.
Yeah.
So getting solid hooks and potentially picking out Reinhardt entirely could be it.
Or not.
Or not. Or not. Okay.
What a pin. Isotope immediately goes down. Hymnal does get one finally, but it's a
And
little
with
late.
everyone forced into that little tiny funnel of the stairs, one fire strike just obliterates the health bars.
Yeah. Interesting. So, not looking good for Black Metal so far. They gotta regroup here. That's gonna be a lot of push progress for Afterlife. Might even get checkpoint, honestly. Oh, they are down one,
Yeah,
though.
it's getting there.
I think they get checkpoint. Maybe? No, actually, they won't.
Or, ooh, solid sleep. Any follow-up? Nope. We Isotope playing super close and dirty just to keep him away from checkpoint.
Yeah, trying so hard
He's
to
holding
just
out,
tank
but not
all
getting
that.
enough. Star Wars shredding away, even though they had so much advantage to kill him there.
Yeah, and poor, what's his face? Double Dutch is
Dutcher,
trying so
yeah,
hard to just
run for it.
stall, but he can't. 8 minutes, buddy, you're not doing anything.
They already had checkpoint. It isn't worth it.
Yeah. Black Metal on the back foot. Maybe we'll see a turnaround, though. You never know. We're gonna need a very big early pick here from Isotope. I think if he can get a good hook, or not.
Miss it entirely. Okay. Rough, rough. This is this is an embarrassing game to be televised for Isotope.
Yeah.
Yeah, cross maps by Big Eye. That was
The
crazy.
little right click right into his face. That was beautiful. Afterlife coming up on the final stretch here. Looks like they might just win it all 3-0. Kind of crazy. Alright. And hooks the bubble. Isotope. And there's the shatter. Big shatter. No follow-up really, but I mean, it's over.
Yeah. Pushing tanks out of position there. Nick sitting in a corner. He gave up already. Hymnal out. Double Dutch once again.
Tried. They tried. That's going to be 3-0. Unless Isotope touches. Big...
Unless...
Oh!
Nope.
Star Wars pushed
Beautiful.
him out of the way!
Beautiful.
What a
Somewhere
play!
trying to get in that last touch. Too late though.
And that is going to be... Game 2 in favor of... What's it called? The team that I remember the name of. Of Afterlife. Yeah, Afterlife going 3-0. Pretty good, actually. Very impressive showing. I mean, we don't know these teams, so that's definitely gives us an idea of where they're at.
Big commendation to Dodger. I mean, while obviously I was focused on the tanks, every time I gave him a look, he was just obliterating full health, using cooldowns impeccably.
Yeah. Yeah. Very very good showing there for Afterlife.
Like the D10 or D12 of Reaper. Very, very well played.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, super impressive. I think definitely one of the teams to watch in this tournament for, especially for like the newcomers.
Yeah. Like the Iris of last season. You know, comes in and just does so much better than anyone expected.
Yeah. So yeah, now we are going to oh yeah, Anos. Any thoughts on that match?
I mean, there's not much to really say other than obviously Afterlife just sweeped again. Like,
Yeah.
or Black Metal. that's all there is to say. They just could not pull it off, and I don't know what their whole coach is thinking over there. Just playing mystery heroes at this point with their tanks. Like, I don't know. They could never solidify a good comp to counter Afterlife, and I think that's what messed them up.
Yeah, for
Poor
sure.
guys.
Yeah, it was a little rough. Yeah. So I think we're gonna attempt interviewing Dodger as the MVP of the match. Well deserved. Uh let's see if we can get this call set up this time. We're struggling a bit last time. Okay, let's see if he can hear us. Hey Dodger. Awesome game you guys just played. I think y'all definitely are one of the teams to watch in this tournament. How do you think you guys played? Do you think you guys did pretty well against Black Metal? What were your thoughts on the match there? See what he says.
Hey, Sir DJ Cat.
Oh.
Thanks for the love, man. Yeah, that was a wild game, huh? We definitely came out swinging against Black Metal. I think our team coordination was on point,
Yep.
and the comms were super crisp, you know? We knew what we had to do and just went out there and executed. Poggies. Black Metal had a few moments, but
Sorry.
honestly, they got diffed on a few plays, which really gave us the edge. If you know, our synergy today was definitely the new meta. We're just vibing right now.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I agree. You guys definitely seem to have much better. You guys definitely have much better coordination than Black Metal, I think. Were there any like specific plays or moments where you realized that you were going to win the match, like especially on New Queen Street? So, give it a sec. Big delay here.
Oh, for sure, dude. On New Queen Saint, there was that moment when we got a sick team wipe on them with a Death Blossom. We
Wait,
just capitalized on
did
their
you guys
split positioning,
wipe
you
me
know?
first?
I remember thinking,
Yeah.
we got
Oh, they
this
did?
right after that.
I don't remember that.
My
Not with
teammates
Death
really
Blossom,
set it up perfectly for me, and we just pushed the payload with crazy confidence. That was a real turning point.
Yeah.
Our supports kept us up beautifully, and our tanks were zoning hard. It was a textbook execution, and that's when I knew we were in the driver's seat for the win.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Dodger, for that little interview. Before we go, let's take a look at the bracket. We got Blue and Afterlife are moving on to face each other in the next match of the NA bracket 1. Next time, we're going to be looking at NA versus EMEA. We're going to have Junkatech and Automatons, which are both NA teams, and then Broken Planet versus Llama's Pajamas, which are both EMEA teams. So that's probably going to be tomorrow or sometime. Make sure to join the Discord and keep up with the posts on YouTube for updates about that. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Any last words, Vegas?
As always, see you next time, and stay tuned in. This is gonna be an interesting season.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be really cool. All right, we'll see you guys later then.